Hello everyone, welcome to Finance by Avishan Arpita. In today's video, we'll see single candlestick pattern. As the name suggests, a single candlestick pattern is formed by just one candle. So as you can imagine, the trading signal is generated based on one day's trading action. The trade based on a single candlestick pattern can be extremely profitable provided the pattern has been identified and executed correctly. One need to pay some attention to the length of the candle while trading based on the candlestick patterns. The length signifies the range of the day. In general, the longer the candle, the more intense is the buying and the selling activity. If the candles are short, it can be concluded that trading actions are subdued. So the following picture gives basically a perspective on the long, short, bullish, bearish candle. So the trade has to be qualified based on the length of the candle as well. One should avoid trading based on the subdued short candle. We will understand this perspective as and when we learn about specific patterns. So coming to the first thing that we will discuss in this video is the Marubozu. The Marubozu is first single candlestick pattern that we will understand. The word Marubozu means bald in basically Japanese. We will understand the concept of the terminology soon. There are two types of Marubozu, the bullish Marubozu and the bearish Marubozu. Before we proceed, let us lay down the three important rules about candlesticks. We'll look at in this chapter, basically video. For the quick reference, let me tell you, first is the buy strength and sell weakness. Second is be flexible with pattern, verify and quantify. And third is look for prior trend. Marubozu is probably the only candlestick pattern that violate rule number 3, that is looking for a prior trend. A Marubozu can appear anywhere in the chart irrespective of the prior trend. The trading implication remains the same. So basically a textbook defines Marubozu as a candlestick with no upper lower shadow, thereby appearing bald. A Marubozu has just the real body, as you can see in this picture. However, there are expectations to this. We look into these expectations shortly. The red candle represents the bearish Marubozu and the blue represent the bullish Marubozu. So coming to the bullish Marubozu, the appearance of the upper and the lower shadow in the bullish Marubozu implies that basically the low is equal to open and the high equal to the close. So however, open equals to low and high equals to close. A bullish Marubozu is former. A bullish Marubozu implies that there is so much buying and selling interest in the stock that the market participants were willing to buy the stock at very price point during the day, so much so that the stock closed near its high reference high point of the day. It doesn't matter what the prior trend has been. The action on the Marubozu day suggests that the sentiments has changed and the shadow is now bullish. The expectation is that with this sudden change in sentiment, there is a surge of bullishness, and this bullish sentiment will continue over the next few trading sessions. However, a trader should look at buying opportunities with the occurrence of a bullish Marubozu. The buying price should be around the closing price of the Marubozu. So in this chart, this is a chart of ACC Limited. The encircled candle is a bullish Marubozu. Notice the bullish Marubozu candle does not have a visible upper and a lower shadow. The OHCL, basically open high low close data for the candle, is open is 971.8, high is 103 1030.2. You can see here in this figure only. So the open is, I'll just put a mark. So the open is 97.8, high is 1030.2, low is 970.1, and close is 102.4. You can see in this picture clearly high, low, close, open. So please note that the textbook definition of Marubozu is open equals to low and high equals to close. However, in reality, there is a minor variation to this definition. The price variation is not much when measured in percentage terms. For example, the variation between high and close is 1.8, which as a percentage of high is just 0.17%. This is where the second rule applies: be flexible, quantify, and verify. With this occurrence of a Marubozu, the expectation has turned bullish, and hence one should be basically buying a you can say. So it can be in reality, as I said, Marubozu is open equals to high, open equals to low, high equals to close. However, in reality, there are a minor variation in this definition, as I told. So the price variation is not much when measured in percentage terms. For example, the variation between high and low is 1.8. यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हो high and low. So there is a variation, as a percentage of high is 0.17%. This is when the second rule applies: be flexible, quantify, and verify. With this occurrence of Marubozu, the expectation has turned bullish, and hence one would be a buyer of the stock. The trade setup of this can be follows as: buy price around 1028.4, and stop loss is 970.0. As it is evident, candlestick pattern basically do not give us a target. However, we will address the issue of setting target at a later stage in this module. Having decided to buy the stock, when do you actually buy the stock? The answer to this depends on your risk appetite. Let us assume two types of traders with a higher risk profile: the risk taker and the risk averse. The risk taker would buy the stock at basically on the same day as the Marubozu is being formed. However, the trader needs to validate the occurrence of a Marubozu. Validating is quite simple. Indian markets close at 3:30 p.m. So around 3:20 p.m. one need to check if the current market price CMP is approximately equal to the high price of the day, and the opening price of the day is approximately equal to the low price of the day. If this condition is satisfied, you know the day is forming a Marubozu. You can buy the stock around the closing price. It is also essential to note that the risk taker is buying on a bearish candle day. Therefore, following rule 1, buying on strength and selling on weakness. So, the risk averse trader would buy the stock on the next day, that is, the day after the pattern has been formed. However, before buying the trader ensure that the day is a bullish day to comply with rule number 1. This means the risk averse buyer can buy the stock only around the close of the day. So the disadvantage of buying the next day is that the buyer, basically the buy price way above the suggested buy price, and therefore the stop loss is quite deep. However, as a trade off, the risk averse trader is buying only after doubly confirming the bullishness is indeed established. Basically, as per the ACC chart above, both the risk takers and the risk averse would have to be profitable in their trade. Here is another example. So you can see here, this is Ancient Paints Limited, where both the risk takers and the risk averse traders would have been profitable. So here's an example of you can see here is an example of risk averse trader would be benefited. Notice that the chart, a bullish Merubuzu has been encircled. The risk takers would have initiated a trade to buy the stock on the same day around the close, only to book a loss on the same day. However, the risk averse would have avoided buying the stock entirely because the next day happened to be a red candle day. Going by the rule, we should buy only on a blue candle day and sell on a red candle day. The stop loss on bullish Merubuzu. What if after buying the market reverses? So this basically we are talking about the stop loss on bullish Merubuzu. What if after buying the market reverses its direction and the trade goes wrong? Like I mentioned earlier, candlestick pattern come with an inbuilt risk management mechanism. In case of bullish Merubuzu, the low of the stock act as a stop loss. So after you initiate a buy trade, if the market move in the opposite direction, you should exit the market if price breaches the low of Merubuzu. So here is an example where the bullish Merubuzu, where basically bullish Merubuzu qualify as a buy for both the risk averse and risk taker. Though OHLC is open is 960. So open is 960.2, high is 988.6, low is 959.85, close is 988.5. So both the patterns eventually failed, and one would have booked a loss. The stop loss for this trade would be the low of Merubuzu, that is 959.85. Buying a loss, basically booking a loss, is a part of the game. Even a seasoned trader goes through this. However, the best part of forming the candlestick is that The losses cannot run indefinitely. There is a clear agenda as to what price one has to get out of trade, provided the trade starts to move in the opposite direction. In this particular case, booking a loss would have been the most predominant thing to do as the stock continues to go down. Of course, there could be instances where the stop loss get triggered and you pull out of the trade, but the stock could reverse direction and start going up after you pull out of the trade. But unfortunately, this is also a part of the game and one cannot really help it. No matter what happens, the trader should stick to the rules and not find basically excuses to deviate from it. Now we'll come to bearish Marubozu. So bearish Marubozu I indicates basically extreme bearishness. Here the open is equal to high and close is equal to low. Open equals to high and close is basically low. A bearish Marubozu indicates that there is so much selling pressure in the stock that the market participants actually sold at every price point during the day, so much so that the stock closed near its low price point of the day. It does not matter what the prior trend has been. The action on the Marubozu day suggests that the sentiments have changed and the stock is now bearish. The expectation is that this sudden change in sentiment can be carried forward over the next few trading sessions, and hence one should look at shorting opportunity. The selling price should be around the closing price of the Marubozu. In the chart, you can see in this chart, so in the chart the encircled candle indicates the presence of a bearish Marubozu. Notice that the candle does not have a upper and a lower shadow. The open, high, low, close data for the candle is I'll just write it down. Open is 355.4, high is 356.0, low is 341, close is 341.7. As we have discussed earlier, a minor variation between the open, high, low, close figure leading to a small upper and lower shadow is okay as long as it is within a reasonable limit. The trade on the bearish Marubozu would be to short BPCL approximately as 341.7 and a stop loss at high point of the candle. In this case, a stop loss point is 356.0. Of course, we still cannot deal with setting targets at this stage, and we will figure that out much later in this module. Remember this: once a trade is initiated, you should hold on to it until either the target is hit or the stop loss is breached. If you attempt to do something else before any one of these event triggers, your trade could most likely get burst. So staying on the on the course of the plan is extremely crucial. Trade can be identified based on the risk appetite of the person. The risk takers can be intimated a short trade on the same day around the closing. Of course, he has to make sure that the candle is forming a bearish Marubozu To do this at 3:20 p.m., the trade must confirm if the open is approximately equal to high and the current market price is equal to the low price. If the market is validated, then it is a bearish Marubozu. A short position can be initiated. If the trader is risk averse, he can wait till the next day closing. The short trade will go through only by 3:20 p.m. next day, after ensuring the that the day is a red candle day. This is all to ensure that we comply with first rule: buy strong and sell weakness. In the BPCL chart, you can see this chart. In the BPCL chart above, risk taker and risk averse would have been profitable. So this is another chart, Cipla Limited, where the bearish Marubozu has been profitable for both risk takers and risk averse trader. Remember, there is a short term trades and one need to be quick in booking profits. Here is the chart showing a bearish Marubozu pattern. So this is showing a bearish Marubozu pattern that would not have worked out for the risk takers, but risk averse traders would have been avoided initially the trade, in intimating the trade, thanks to rule number 1. So now we'll come to our next point, basically the last point. Earlier in this chapter, we did discuss the length of the candle. One should avoid trading during a minimal below 1% range or long candle above 10% range. A single candle indicates subdued trading activity, and hence it would be difficult to identify the direction of the trade. On the other hand, a large candle indicates extreme activity. The problem with lengthy candles would be the placement of stop loss. The stop loss would be deep, and in case the trade goes wrong, the penalty for paying would be painful. For this reason, one should avoid trading on candles that are either too short or too long. So, the key takeaways from this chapter: first, remember the rule based on which candlesticks work. Second, Marubozu is the only pattern which violates rule number 3, that is, look for prior trend. A bullish Marubozu indicates bullishness. Buy around the closing price of a bullish Marubozu. Keep the low of the Marubozu as the stop loss. So the fourth key takeaway is a bullish Marubozu indicates, basically a bearish Marubozu indicates bearishness. Sell around the closing price of the bearish Marubozu. Keep the high of the Marubozu as the stop loss. Fifth key takeaway is an aggressive trader can place the trade on the same day as the pattern forms. Basically, risk averse trader can place the trade on the next day after ensuring it obeys rule number 1, that is, by strength sell weakness. Seventh key takeaway is abnormal candle length lengths should not be traded. Short candle indicates subdued activity, long candle indicates extreme activity. However, placing stop loss becomes an issue. So this is all about the single candlestick pattern. I hope you gain a lot of knowledge from this video. If you did, please hit like, share this video who all are willing to learn technical analysis, and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss another update from Finance by Visha and Arpita. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.